In this video we're going to look at tree diagrams. Tree diagrams basically show all the elements of a product set, and also if you're doing experiments and you're doing one experiment followed by another experiment, or an experiment that consists of multiple parts to the experiment that ultimately end up with a product set of items, then it also shows the outcomes of those experiments. So let's look at how you might generate a tree diagram. Here's a quick example. Suppose we want to draw the tree diagram for this particular product set, A cross B cross C. So there's three items there, three sets that we're going to choose from. We're going to do set A first, then set B, then set C. And in this case, set A consists of three items, X, Y, and Z. Set B consists of A and B, and set C consists of 1 and 2. So in a tree diagram, you start with a single point, and that's just the start point. You can label it start point or just leave it as a dot. The next thing that you do is put lines to all the elements in the first set, so all the elements of A. So we'll have X, Y, and Z. So I have lines going to each one of those. From X, we will then put all the elements for the next part, B, or the next set, in this case, B. So we'll have X will go to A and B, but we'll also do that for the other ones too. So Y will also go to A and B, and Z will go to A and B. Then of course the last one we'll do is set C. So all the elements that we have at the end of the tree, we continue on with the following, the last set. So we'll have A goes to 1 and 2, B goes to 1 and 2, and so on, all the way down. The elements will be ordered pairs, or in this case ordered triplets, and the first one will be we get from following the tree down to that particular item. So we'll start with X, then A, and then 1. So the item there will be XA1. Similarly, we would go through X, then A, then 2. So that item would be XA2. And we keep on going through all of these. The last one will go to X, and then B, and then 2. So that would be the last item there. So that's how an example for product sets. But let's look at maybe something that you might have for an experiment that you're conducting. In this case, there's a box with red and blue balls in the box. You're going to pick one ball from the box, and if it's red, you're going to flip a coin. If it's blue, you're going to roll a six-sided die. And the question is, what are all the possible outcomes that you can have? Well, we have again a single point that we use as our start point. The two possible outcomes to begin with are red and blue. So we'll have those two next. Now, when we have a red item, or a red ball in this case that we pick from the box, the items that we can do from that point on are to flip a coin. So of course those results will be either a heads or a tails. For the blue ball, if we pick a blue ball, we are going to roll a die. And the possible outcomes for rolling a die, of course, are 1 through 6. So we'll have 6 different items down here, 1 through 6 coming from the blue. So the possible outcomes then would be red and heads, red and tails, and then so on. Blue and 1, blue and 2, through blue and 6. And the ends of the tree diagram, or sometimes called the leaves on the tree diagram, will show us all the items that are possible outcomes.